Good morning students. Last class we discussed length formula, that is 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f and am is equal to v by u. So by the help of optical bend, by varying the value of position of u, so you can calculate the various value of v and you can calculate focal length. So there are some other method also you can use to calculate the focal length. So suppose you will take the object here, the object. So this is the image. So there are two position of the lenses for which you will get the object and image at exactly same position. First put the lens here, and this is the object, this will be the image. So then shift the lens to another point also, keeping the object and image position fixed. Again you will get the image. So there are two places of the lens for which you will get the object and the image at the same position. So the distance between the two lenses we will call displacement of the lenses. Displacement of the lenses. Using the displacement formula, you can calculate the focal length also. Suppose the distance between the object and the image is remain fixed, capital D. So let us calculate the first length. So if this is the object distance u, the image distance will be v. So according to our constancy, we can write u plus v is equal to d, or v is equal to d minus u. Or if we will arrange it and you will their sign convention 1 by v minus 1 by minus u, because u in the left side is equal to 1 by f, or 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Then put the value of v as d minus u. 1 by d minus u plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Take their LCM. So this is d minus u into u. So du minus u square, this is u plus d minus u is equal to 1 by f. So u cancel. So this is d by du minus u square is equal to 1 by f. So if we will cross multiply this equation, what we will get? We will get du minus u square is equal to ds. Du minus u square is equal to ds. So rearrange it, you will get a quadratic equation. So what is the quadratic equation? U square minus du plus df. You take minus u that side, du that side, will be 0. Then solve this. There is two value of u. So u will be plus d, minus b means plus d, plus minus d square minus 4ca, 4 df by 2 by 2. So you see here, if 4df is more and d square is less, we will get value is imaginary. It is not possible. So 4df should not be, if we will greater than d square, so dd cancel. So if our d is less than 4f, the image will be imaginary, will not get any image. So if our d square is equal to 4d, d square is equal to 4df is equal to 0, or we can say d square is equal to 4df, or d is equal to 4f, we will exactly get one position of the lens, or we will get the image. So when you see where our d square is greater than 4df, d square is greater than 4df means d is greater than 4f, so then we will get image, two position of the lens for which we will get the image. So the minimum distance between the object and lens, sometimes it is coming in entrance examination, should be 4f, then we will get a real image, real image. So then it have two solutions. So let us take one solution, u1 is equal to d plus d square minus 4df by 2. The other solution u2 is equal to d minus d square minus 4ds u2 over by 2. So let us indicate their positions in this picture. If we write it as u1, so this will be the image position, this will be v1. Similarly for this, neglect the first lens, let us take the same second position, this will be u2, so this will be v2. So our aim to is calculate what is the value of displacement x. So the displacement x will be, so here in this side you will take the object. So this is u2, this is v2. So this distance is u2, this distance v1. So the displacement x can be written as v1 minus u2, v1 minus u2. So one side you will take this is object, in second side this will take second question, this will take the object and image. So put the value of v1 and u2. So v1 should be d minus u1, v2 will be d minus u2. Put the value of u1, this one, and calculate, find the difference between them. So what its value, you will see it is automatic d minus d square. You calculate, you will get it 4df root over by 2. d minus u2 will be d plus d square minus 4df by 2. So our aim is to calculate x. X means v1. So this is v1. That is minus u2. This is u2. So if we will take the difference, so we will see its magnitude of the difference will be. So these two are same. The d2, d, they will cancel. So we will get it is d square minus 4df root over. So square both side. If we will square, what we will get? S square is equal to d square minus 4df. So our aim to calculate to f. So 4df is equal to d square minus s square. So what is f? F is equal to d square minus s square by 4d. So this is the formula. First you calculate the distance between the object and image. Keep it fixed. Let us d. Suppose x is the displacement of the lenses with difference between two position of the lenses. For we will get the image at same location provided the object position remain constant. So then using this formula f is equal to d square minus s square by 4d, we can calculate the focal length of the lens. So this is known as displacement formula. Displacement formula. What is the formula? F is equal to d square minus s square by 4d. Similarly, you can also calculate the focal length of a lens and refractive index of matter by combining a convex lens and plane mirror. By combining a convex lens and plane mirror, what we will do? We will take a plane mirror and if you place a thin convex lens over it, so they just touch each other. They touch each other. Suppose you will take a object and move the object just over the optic center. So you see when the object is in front of your convex lens and exactly at the focus point, so the ray will comes after refraction, they will come parallel to the lens, so they will strike normally. So the angle of incidence for the plane mirror will be 0, so they will trace back and will got the image at the same location. So the image tip and object tip will coincide. So let us take O is the optic center of the lens and is very thin lens. So let us you take this point A. So this OA will represent the focal length of the lens. So directly by measuring OA, we can calculate the focal length of the lens. Suppose you want to calculate refractive index of water, then put some droplet of water here. So fill the space. So now you will see it is become combination of two lenses. The water lens, that is plano convex lens, and this is the convex lens. Repeat the same process. Suppose this is the optic center. So this is the position of the object. So let us we take at this point the object and image coincide with each other. So then OB, suppose we will write this is F1, previous one is F1, OB let us write is F2. Yeah, what is F2? F2 is the focal length of the combined lens. Which lens? This is convex lens. This is plano concave lens. So let us assume the focal length of the plano convex lens is x. So according to lens formula, we can write combination of lens formula 1 by final focal length. So final focal length will take f2, combination of the two lens. 1 by f2 is equal to 1 by f1, focal length of the convex lens, plus 1 by x. So it is implied that 1 by x is equal to 1 by f2 minus 1 by f1. Take f1 f2 common. So this is f1 f2 into f2 minus f1. So x will be f1 f2 by f2 minus f1. It means using this formula of f1 and f2 we can calculate the focal length of the plano convex lens. So again by using lens maker formula we can write 1 by x, 1 by focal length of the plano convex lens should be n21 refractive index of water minus 1 into 1 by r. Here r is the curvature of this convex surface or concave plano concave surface by 1 by infinite. So this value will be 0. So we will get x, r by x, you rearrangement, r by x is equal to n21 minus 1, which implies that n21 is equal to 1 plus r by x. It means by knowing the radius of curvature and the focal length of the plano convex lens, we can calculate the refractive index of water. You can calculate the refractive index of water. Thus, by using the simple arrangement, you take a plane mirror, a convex lens, and keep upright here and adjust its position. You will get the focal length of the convex lens. By putting water and repeating same experiment, we will get focal length of the combination of convex lens and plano convex lens. So then, by rearranging the equation, we will get x, focal length of the plano convex lens. Then from lens maker formula, by rearranging we can get refractive index of the water. So thus we discuss about the different methods used to calculate the focal length of a convex lens, that is displacement method and the help of a plane mirror. I hope all of you understand me and you will practice it. Some type of question are coming in the CBSE and other examinations. So all of you practice and you can score good mark. Thanks to all.